So the theater in my city does regular screenings of older movies. So this past week they did a screening of Christine from 1983. And Christine was one of those things that had been sitting on my list. My grandma had recommended me Christine when I first got my car. And, you know, it's just one of those things that I never got around to seeing. I went into Christine thinking it was going to be the stupidest fucking movie I had ever seen. And I came out more than satisfied that I had seen it at the theaters. I kind of had this expectation with this movie that it was just genuinely about a car that was killing people and that it was going to be more careless with its kills and just like run people over, simple things like that. But no. This car was cutting people in half, it was setting fools on fire. I think what really captured it all was that there was a clear motive. We understood why the car was killing all these people and why it was making that one fool go all crazy. I don't think there was ever going to be an issue with the writing considering it's based off of a novel by Stephen King. Having that as the base was good enough. Something that kind of threw me off about the movie though is that the main character looks like my brother's friend Gabe. Shout out to Gabe. But I think too this movie hasn't really aged that much considering like car guys still talk and act like that. As someone who knows car people, I never really took what they said like in a demented way, but it is actually pretty clever to like think of like a guy being almost in love with his car and willing to put a car in between him and a broad. Something I wish they would have gone more into was the fact of like what made the car evil. I couldn't really tell if they were trying to imply that the people that were dying in the car were like possessing the car and that's why it was evil. Like I wish they would have had like a Monster House moment. In Monster House they say like the rug in the house is the tongue and the windows are the eyes. I wish they would have done that with Christine so that we can know like that the engine was the heart. I mean we knew that the radio was kind of its like voice, but I wish they would have expanded on that. Now, I've heard rumors that a Christine remake might be in the making. And to that, I wish it wasn't. I'm not a fan of remakes, so it's really not something that I'm supportive of. I think making this movie in present day makes it a very different movie. I think too, with them making it a newer movie and in present day, more than likely they're gonna make the car like a Tesla or like a super robot kind of car. I think when you give the object a voice, like for example, if they make it a Tesla, it's just going to be an evil robot movie, not a movie about an evil car. The car in Christine has a soul. And that's what makes it so, like, you know, intense. It's closer to a human not having a voice than it would be if it did have a voice. I also think giving it a voice would take away the scariness and the psychological aspect. Because if you think about it, the main character is giving it a voice. And so it kind of adds to that like madness factor of it all. That like this fool's really losing his marbles. I'd say if you haven't seen Christine yet, definitely go and watch it. It's not currently on any streaming platforms. If not, just save it to your letterbox. And when it comes to streaming, then you already have it in mind.